a beast. I let it fly for the most high. YAHANNA, L Cool J, homie. I'm that type of guy. And for the heathen, I'm the only one standing in this. You and I.S.U.P.K, 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 huh? The home of the truth, nigga. Started out in One West, nigga. I.S.U.P.K, huh? I.S.U.P.K, huh? I.S.U.P.K, huh? I.S.U.P.K, huh? The home of the truth, nigga. Started out in One West, nigga. I.S.U.P.K, I.S.U.P.K, huh? I.S.U.P.K, what? I.S.U.P.K, huh? The home of the truth, nigga. Started out in One West, nigga. Yahweh Ben Hashem, Yahweh Shop, and Rock the Third. Yo, man. Yo, get back to that 1969 I.S.U.P.K shit, man. I want to hear that 1969 I.S.U.P.K. We the children of God, Yashala, and we only pray to Almighty Yahweh and do the commandments like his son Yahweh shot. Don't think we soft, nigga. Yeah, you could die. We not Christian. We don't believe God loves everybody. If it ain't about the 12 tribe, fuck everybody. And that's a statement. You need to stop hating. You can't prove we Africans, so stop debating. I was stuck in a hard place, a hard time behind a rock, thinking I was Muslim. Till I seen the I.S.U.P.K, big homie to Zaviyat, battling Imam Bashir. I bet Bashir is a woman, that's the secret of the year. Your philosophies can't clap back. Africa don't mean you black. Tell side now to that. Tell polite to cross the fucking line and fall the fuck back. You hear me, nigga? I'm with some real niggas at the Passover, nigga, drinking liquor. I.S.U.P.K. What?
I ain't a people pleaser. Huh. Yeah. I ain't a people pleaser. I don't like people either. I don't care if your Naza Jigga ain't wanna meet you. Just give me my motherfucking check if we do a feature. Tell Michael Jordan he can keep his fucking sneakers. Walk inside your favorite church and just drop your preacher. Cause he ain't gonna drop the right shit that he should teach you. But what about Obama?
Check. All right, clap it up. We're the I.S.U.P.K. Started out at 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under Commander General YAHANNA. We're not affiliated with any Israelite group. Today is the biblical law class. You know, if your first time attending, what we do is we go over the law, statutes, and commandments of the Bible. You know, we tie these law, statutes, and commandments to what's going on in the world, to teach our people that the laws of God are not done away with, and that, you know, God calls for all of Israel, all blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians to come together, man, so that we will be delivered from up under this oppressor, the devil the Bible speaks of, the so-called Caucasian man. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna jump right into these scripts. If you can, young man Kevin, can you give me Zephaniah chapter 2 and verse 1?
Gather yourselves together.
The Bible says for us to gather ourselves together, like what we was just saying. You know, we teach these laws, statutes, and commandments. We teach that all blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians have to gather themselves together, man. We are those Israelites according to the Bible, man. We are the lost tribe, the 12 lost tribes of the nation of Israel, according to the Bible, man. We are the only people on the face of the earth who don't know who they are as a people, man. And the Bible says we have to gather ourselves together, man. Go ahead.
Yea, gather together, O nation not desired.
It says, yea, gather together, O nation not desired. It's only one nation of people that's not desired on the face of the earth, man, and that's blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, man. You know, we get killed by the boatloads, man. We get killed day in and day out in America. We the last hired and the first fired. You understand? And no matter our status in this place, we still are looked down as less than. We are still looked down as less than, man. No matter how accomplished we become in Esau's kingdom, they still frown upon us and don't want us around them, man. I think it was what's his name, Donald Sterling, basketball owner of an NBA team, man, and he looked down on his black players, even though they was making him filthy rich. He still looked down on them, calling them N-words, man, niggas, right? That shows you, like, Chris Paul and them, they was just rich slaves, man. That's all they was. Donald Sterling looked at them the same way that reporter looked at LeBron James, saying, "Shut up and dribble." Right? That's what you get paid to do. You get paid to entertain me, not to try and distance your people or save your people, save your neighborhoods, represent HBCUs. You get paid to dribble a basketball for me, not represent the people that's not on this court, right? Not to represent the brothers that's getting locked up for taking a knee or selling weed. You know what I'm saying? Police brutality. He basically told him, you don't get paid to do that. Colin Kaepernick, they told him, you don't get paid to take a knee. You don't get paid to shine a light on what's happening to your people. You get paid to throw a football. And our oppressor has a very outward way of showing how he really feels about blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, right? They got rid of Colin Kaepernick, and he ain't had a job yet. He's still posting videos on social media talking about he ready to perform. But they don't want him in the NFL. Nobody hired him. They said they gave him a workout, and nobody picked him up. You got NFL quarterbacks saying, you know, he ain't worse than 32 players, 32 starting quarterbacks. He's not the worst one. It's teams that need quarterbacks and still won't pick him up. But all because he spoke up for blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. And he didn't even say what the Bible said. He didn't say for us to gather ourselves together. All he did was just say, you know, the police killing us. That's all he said. He didn't say, thus said the Lord. And that just shows you, like, they hate you, man. Whether you standing for the Most High or standing for your people, they hate us. Read that again.
This is the book of Zephaniah, chapter 2, verse 1.
Uh-huh.
Gather yourselves together. Yea, gather together, O nation not desired.
What the Bible saying for telling blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians to gather themselves together, what is that? What is that doing? What does that mean? What does it mean for us to gather together? Go ahead.
To come together and follow the law, statutes, and commandments.
You're right, but what does that mean has to happen?
So, like, if I may,
Come on.
it's separation.
Right. It means we have to separate ourselves from the people that's oppressing us. We have to separate ourselves from everybody else. In order for us to come together, we have to stop loving America. We have to separate ourselves from things like Christmas, Halloween, Valentine's Day. You got St. Patrick's Day coming up. I don't really understand the history of it, so I'm not going to act like I do. But those are things we have to separate ourselves from, man. We have to separate ourselves from St. Patrick's Day. If you let your kids go to school wearing green, then you don't love your kids. You do not love your kids, man. And if I was you, I would tell my kids, if anybody put their hands on you, talking about pinching you because you ain't wearing green, you know what I'm saying? Send them home with a black eye. Nah, it's like it. We don't promote violence, but still, you know what I'm saying? Like, they could tell them to keep their hands to themselves, man, because they don't celebrate St. Patrick's Day. You know what I'm saying? We have to fall apart, fall away from all these other nations, man. We have to, because they are killing us. They are killing us. They are oppressing us. They got us aborting our babies. They got our kids in cages. You understand? They done tore Haiti apart, tore Mexico apart, and then tell you that you can't come over here, man. No nation desires blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. I think it was back in 2016, the Haitians tried to join themselves to the Africans, and the Africans told them they weren't African enough. Nobody likes blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. Nobody wants us to join with them, man. And we have to separate ourselves. And the crazy part about it is they don't let us, they don't like us to join them, but they don't want us to separate from them either. You understand? Where that right there is a very hypocritical thing, because our oppressor came from Europe and all that, fleeing the Europe's and the British because they was being taxed. So they was freeing that tax oppression. They was fleeing that. They was fleeing being oppressed by their own people and came over here and slaughtered the Native Indians and took their land. And when we talk about separating, now we a hate group. When y'all killing us, we ain't just talking about separating because you taxing the crap out of us. You literally killing us, hanging us from trees, killing our babies. Like, our kids can't even go to school without the kids in the school trying to auction them off as slaves.
So, like I was just about to say, that was a story that they were talking about. That was in North Carolina too, right?
Right.
They was talking about other story they were talking about for the Law, Statutes, and Commandments. That was the brother, young man, Tamir Rice.
Come.
To the police officers showed up and shot him less than 2 seconds.
That's right.
Seeing that he had a toy gun.
That's
and
right.
The mother was trying to open the case with the DOJ, Department of Justice, right? And the judge wouldn't even allow her to take for them to reopen the case just to investigate what could be there. You understand?
That's right.
Like, so we have tons of reason why we should be separating as a nation of people, but the oppressor has money.
Right.
The oppressor has a brand new Lamborghini. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
The oppressor has TikTok and Instagram and Facebook, and these things we consider to be a delicacy in his empire.
That's right.
They allow us to forget about our oppression. So therefore we constantly seek love and attention from the white man who is the devil that the Bible speaks of.
Damn right.
Instead of your brother who has nothing to offer you but love. You understand?
That's right.
You don't want that. You want the Lamborghini with the doors up and the kryptonite.
Damn right.
You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
Yeah, right, man. We want all things. Give him a hand. We want all things that our oppressor has to offer. We don't want nothing that the Most High has to offer, man. The Most High has something to offer that's way better than money, man. Way better than any position that you can hold in Esau's kingdom. The Most High has something better than that, man. And these brothers in the I.S.U.P.K, we done heard about it, and we chasing it, man. We chasing them things, that crown, man, that kingdom, man. I done heard brothers say they just want to be a door holder in the kingdom. Like that right there, that shows you that the Most High has something so great that brothers just want to be a part of. For a brother just to say, I'll open doors in the kingdom and be happy, that shows you that we living in hell in America, man. I want to say that brother had, he was autistic, if I'm not mistaken. Tamir Rice, I want to say he was autistic. Yep. And it shot that brother dead, man, in less than 2 seconds. And you better believe that the people in that neighborhood knew who he was, especially if he autistic. You can't help but notice an autistic child, especially he out in the park playing. You know they had not seen him before. Somebody had to call the police, man. But that right there shows you that they don't give a damn about us, man. For him to even pull up and see that child with a fake gun and just slaughter him, man. shows you that they don't give a damn about us. He didn't even take the time to tell him to freeze, put his hands up. He didn't take the time to see what was going on with the kid. He didn't take the time to see if it was a fake gun. His Edomites, they pull real guns, aim them at the police, fire off rounds in the sky, chase them, everything, and they don't do nothing. They don't even pull a taser. They try to talk them down the entire time, try to talk them down. But if it's a God forbid, it's a little black child, a black autistic child with a fake gun, play it in a park, we get murdered, man. Why? Because we're not desired, and we're a nation that's not desired. And everybody knows it but blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, man. That's why the scriptures tell us to gather ourselves together. Drop that. We're going to get into our topic, man. That Zephaniah 2:1. I love that scripture, man. That gather yourselves together. I love that scripture. You know what I'm saying? We're going to get into our topic, man. You got to be pure in all things, man. Let me get 1 Chronicles 9 and 19. You have to be pure in all things, man. All things. You know what I'm saying? You can go ahead and read it when you got it. 1 Corinthians 9 and 19, man. Shalom, brother.
This is the book of 1 Corinthians, chapter 9, verse 19.
Uh-huh.
For though I be free from all men, yet have I made myself servant unto all, that I might gain the more.
Right. Read it again for the top. Let's go.
This is the book of 1 Corinthians, chapter 9, verse 19. For though I be free from all men.
For though I be free, what does that mean? Like, what does it mean to be free? What does it mean to be free from all men?
To not have to work for anybody.
Most High in Christ, meaning you're not a servant to nobody, man. You know what I'm saying? You are a free man. Like it's brothers in here that the Most High done blessed to be free men, man. They don't have to go and check into an oppressor slave. You know what I'm saying? They don't have to check into a landlord. They own their own stuff. You know, you don't have to work for nobody. You do it for yourself, right? You're a free man. You understand? You're not a servant to anybody else. Go ahead. So you got it?
Yet have I made myself servant unto all.
But this brother right here, though he's a free man, he doesn't have to work for anybody. He has made himself a servant unto all men. You understand? Meaning he's choosing to work. He's choosing to be of service to other people. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody forcing him to do that. Go ahead.
That I might gain the more.
That I might gain the more. He's choosing to be a servant, even though he's free, trying to gain more, man. What does it mean that I might gain the more? Just think about what we were just talking about. This person, he doesn't have to work for anyone, but he chooses to serve everyone so that he gains the more. Gain the more what? Who do you serve?
The Most High.
Okay, right. But who else do you serve? And here, who are we servants of? We servants of the Most High and Christ, but who do we serve? Who do we go to camp for? Why do we teach class?
For Israel.
Right. So you're a servant to gain more people to serve. Right. So like when you see Commander YAHANNA, Captain I.S.U.P.K, like we doing this to gain more people to serve. That don't make sense, do it? It make perfect sense, don't it? But it don't make sense. Like you want to be a servant, even though you free, you choose to serve. You mean to tell me you being free to do whatever, you ain't got to work for nobody, you ain't got to do nothing for nobody else. You can do whatever you want to do. but you choose to go and say, you know, I.S.U.P.K, home of the truth. Come to class. Come sit down. Let me feed you. Let me clothe you. Let me give you something to drink. Let me teach you. Let me answer my phone at 3 a.m. when you call me. You choosing to serve other people. You giving up your right to be free and serve other people with hope of bringing in more people to serve. That makes sense? Most high in Christ. Go ahead, brother.
Verse 20. And unto the Jews I became as a Jew, that I might gain the Jews. To them that are under the law, as under the law, that I might gain them that are under the law.
Right. You got any idea what that's saying? No? All right, let's read it from the top.
This is the book of 1 Corinthians chapter 9, verse 20. And unto the Jews I became as a Jew, that I might gain the Jews.
Right. And unto the Jew I became as the Jews. What does that mean?
He learned the law, statutes, and commandments with more people.
You own it. You own it. You understand? Like, go ahead, brother.
Paul talking about how he converted over to the practices of the Jews when he was like a Gentile before,
right?
And nobody liked him. He didn't even deal with
right. So he joined himself to people keeping the law and showed them that he can keep it better than them. You know what I'm saying? Like he joined them to keep the law better than them. You understand? Go ahead.
That I might gain the Jews.
That I might gain them, man. You know what I'm saying? Like we join, the Christians say they keep the law, right? We join the I.S.U.P.K under the command of YAHANNA to show Christians that we can keep the law better than them so that we may gain them. You know what I'm saying? So that they can come in here and learn to keep the law better than the other Christians that they claim keep the law. Go ahead.
To them that are under the law, as under the law, that I might gain them that are under the law.
Right. You got it? You can break that one down? Read it again.
To them that are under the law, as under the law, that I might gain them that are under the law.
Right. So he taught them, man. He taught them to keep the law better. You understand? That's what I was just saying. Like Christians claim they keep the law. Right. You understand? We come in here and we learn how to really keep the law. We show them that we can keep the law better than them. Right. And we take them from out the Christian church and we teach them how to keep the law the right way. You understand? So he's saying that he went unto them and showed them that he can keep the law better than them. And not only did he show them that he can keep the law better than them, he taught them to keep the law better than what they was doing. You understand? It's easy a Christian to act like he the most holy, law-abiding citizen or law-abiding, Bible-abiding, law-abiding, however you want to say it. He'll act like he's the holiest of holiest people. Like he follows every law, statute, and commandment that God ever wrote down in this book, right? He'll act like he follows it all. But once he get home behind closed doors, what is he doing? He's eating pork. You understand? He on what Jeremy Hyman said, sugardaddy.com. You understand? We teach them how to keep the law in front of men and when men aren't looking. Behind closed doors, we teach them how to keep the law. Right? Go ahead.
Verse 21. To them that are without the law.
To them that are without the law. You understand? Go ahead.
As without law.
As without law. Go ahead.
Being not without law to God, but under the law to Christ. That I might gain them that are without law.
What is the law?
not to eat pork, shrimp, crab, and lobster. And
No, who is the law?
the Most High,
Come on.
Christ.
The law right here is a person, right? The law is a person, right? You understand? Read it again.
The book of First Corinthians chapter 9, verse 21. To them that are without law, as without law, being not without law to God, but under the law to Christ.
Right. So if that Christian go home and smokes weed or eats pork, guess what? Nobody's going to kick the door in and enforce that law of not eating pork. You understand? Why? Even though the law is a person, the law is not being enforced. Like the priest would usually, if blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians was eating pork, the priest would usually, you know what I'm saying, enforce that law, right? It would be somebody in Israel that enforces that not eating pork, right? You remember they brought the lady to Christ and they wanted him to, you know, throw the first stone, paraphrasing the story. You know what I'm saying? They wanted him to enforce that law, right? It's usually somebody that enforces the law in Israel. Just like Esau would be the enforcer of the law. The policeman is what? A person who does what? Enforces the laws of Esau. Go ahead, brother.
Trooper Kodar said Paul was able to relate to whoever he was around.
Right. Now, that's all he said?
Kodar.
Right. He was able to, he said, relate to the people that he was around, man. You understand? The law right here is a person, and this person is supposed to enforce the law, right? But you can eat pork, shrimp, crab, and lobster today because nobody's enforcing the law, right? But guess what? Even though you eating pork, shrimp, crab, and lobster, and people ain't enforcing the law, people will tell you what? It's okay to smoke weed, right? People will tell you it's okay to have an abortion, right? They'll tell you all these things because they not enforcing law, God's laws. They aren't. But in you doing that, guess what? The Most High is going to enforce His law. You're gonna eat you're gonna smoke that weed, you're gonna become a schizophrenic. You're gonna abort that baby, and next thing you know, you're not gonna be able to have babies. You're gonna join Esau's military, next thing you know, you're sitting on the front line against Russia. You know what I'm saying? Like, the people of the world aren't enforcing the laws, but the Most High is gonna enforce His laws. The Most High is gonna enforce His laws so much so to a point where blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians have no choice but to come back to Him. We have no choice but to do what? Young man Kevin?
Follow the law.
Zephaniah 2:1.
Oh, gather together.
We don't have no choice but to gather ourselves together, man. So even though nobody's enforcing the laws right now, it's going to come a time where God's laws are enforced, man. People accept the sin. People accept sin, but the Most High doesn't, man. The Most High is going to enforce His law. You sleeping with men, you're going to get AIDS. Right. That's the enforcing of God's law. The Bible tells you that you're going to have an issue with blood if you sleep with men. Read it again from the top.
This is the book of 1 Corinthians chapter 9, verse 21. To them that are without law, as without law, being not without law to God, but under the law to Christ, that I might gain them that are without law.
Right. Yes, then ain't nobody forcing the law, man. So we think like what? We ain't under the law. The law done away with. We don't have to listen, right? Because ain't nobody enforcing the law. The Christian pastor is not enforcing the law of not eating pork, shrimp, crab, and lobster. He's not. So you eat it, you get gout. Like, the Most High is still enforcing His laws. Right. Christians just too goddamn dumb to realize it. Right? Drop that. We're gonna go to Titus. So we talk about being pure in all things, right? Talking about being pure. You understand? So we have to listen to them laws, man. statutes, and commandments. We have to. Gonna get a book of Titus, chapter 1 and verse 15.
This is the book of Titus, chapter 1, verse 15.
Uh-huh.
Unto the pure all things are pure, but unto them that are defiled and unbelieving is nothing
Unto the pure, all things are pure. What does that mean?
If you're pure,
you on the right track. Go ahead.
if you're pure, then everything you do is pure.
Most High in Christ, man. But say it the other way. You said if you're pure, everything you do is what?
Pure or
Now say that backwards. If
everything that you do is pure makes you pure.
Most High in Christ, man. Give him a hand, man. You understand? Like everything you do is pure, which makes you what? Pure. That's what makes you righteous, man. You understand? I don't have to worry about these brothers doing anything unrighteous, right? Everything these brothers do is what? According to thus saith the Lord, right? Which in return does what? Make them righteous. Because the things that they do, their actions make them righteous men. They don't have to have somebody standing over their shoulder all day. You understand? Like the things that the things that these men in here do make them righteous men. Right? Read on.
But unto them that are defiled and unbelieving is nothing pure.
Right. But unto them that are defiled and unbelieving is nothing pure. What does that mean? But unto them that are defiled and unbelieving is nothing pure.
If you can't be believed, then you can't be trusted that you'll do the right thing.
Let's take it back to the beginning. What you had said about the beginning, right? You remember that, right? Now, but unto them that are defiled and unbelieving is nothing pure. So use what you got it?
If you don't believe in the law, then
use what you said for the first part right here. It's the opposite.
You don't do things that make you pure.
Right. The defiled can never be pure because everything that they do is not pure. You understand? They can never be righteous because everything that they do is what?
Impure.
Unrighteous. Right? Is smoking weed a righteous act? Is sleeping with whores a righteous act? So they can't be righteous because those are things that they're doing, right? That are unrighteous. And in return, that makes them what?
Unrighteous.
Unrighteous. You understand? So they are defiled, man. They are defiled and unbelieving of what?
Being pure.
Unbelieving of what? What do you read it from? They're undefiled. They are defiled and unbelieving, man, of the Most High's doctrine. You understand? Like they are unbelieving of what the Most High has to say. They don't believe it. I had a Christian tell me. I told him. I said, sidebar. I was like, yo, you need to stop smoking weed. I get all these excuses. Well, I got bad anxiety. I got bad depression. I got this pain, that pain. I was like, well, you should go to the doctor. You know, you got anxiety, you got depression, you got pain. You need to go to the doctor. Well, I go to a therapist. Okay, but what like you still smoking weed? Well, I go to church every Sunday. Your pastor is not going to take. That's what I said. I said that. I literally said, well, the Bible says that smoking weed is a sin. This person said, I go to church every Sunday. My pastor never said that. I said, because the Christian pastor, I said the Christian church don't read from the Bible. They don't teach from the Bible. He said, yeah, you right. I know I'm right. I know I'm right. But guess what? Still post that we on Instagram. Meaning what? You don't believe in what I just told you. You don't believe in the Bible, man. Even though I told you it's in the Bible, you still smoke it. You don't believe it. Because Christianity makes you what? Right here in front of you.
Impure or unrighteous?
No, not the word I'm looking for. Christianity makes you what?
Defiled and unbelieving.
Defiled, man. Christianity makes you defiled, man. There's no way you can be righteous and pure if you're in a Christian church. No way at all. Because everything in the Christian church is defiled. Everything in the Christian church is unrighteous. Christianity was built off of unrighteousness. Christianity was built off of the same thing America was built off of, man. Greed and selfishness. It doesn't require you, like Otto One was saying yesterday, it don't require you to give up anything. Christianity requires you to give up nothing, man. You could be a greedy, disgusting bastard in the Christian church, and they'll accept you. The same way you could be a greedy, disgusting bastard in America and still be accepted, man. Go ahead with that, brother.
But even their mind and conscience is defiled.
How is their mind and conscience defiled?
Because they're still smoking weed and celebrating birthdays.
But how is that? How is their mind and conscience defiled? Use that last part. The whole thing has been leading you up to this point. How is the mind of a Christian and the conscience of a Christian defiled?
Because they don't follow the law, statutes, and commandments.
Which does what to their mind and their conscience?
Makes it defiled.
Most High in Christ. I'll let you go with that. Your mind, like you doing evil things, right? You doing evil things. So guess what? Your conscience, you're not going to have a pure conscience or a pure mind because you're going to be constantly thinking about the evil things that you do or the evil things that you've done or the evil things you're going to do. You ain't going to look at a sister and be like, yo, shalom, sis. You're going to look at a sister and think, God damn, she got a big booty. I just got to get her. I have to. You ain't going to think about, does this sister have a man? Is this sister married? Am I about to ruin somebody's family? You don't think about that. You don't think about how am I going to destroy this child's life when I touch this child? You don't think about that. Right? So they mind and their conscience is defiled, man. You ain't thinking about nothing but evil. The things that you do, your actions cause you to have a defiled mind and conscience, man. The things that you do, right? We think righteous things, right? We teach you have to fight them demons, man. You have to fight them demons, man. Even if it's something that you don't like, right? Even if it's something that you just feel like you just have to do it. Everything in your body, like you have to. You see this girl, she just the most gorgeous girl you ever seen. You just have to have her. You have to. Maybe you shouldn't. Maybe you don't need her. Maybe if you look at her and say, God, dog, she got a big booty. Maybe you shouldn't talk to her because you already expressed what you really think or what your intentions really are. You don't want the sister because you want her to obey God or to be a sister in the truth or to be a rib to you. You don't want her for those reasons. You want her because of her shape. You want her because you just have to smash something. Right? Which makes you have a defiled mind and conscience, man. Those things that you do make your mind and conscience defiled, man. I say all the time, like, my uncle don't have a conscience. I ain't gonna say his name, but boy, I tell you, like, his brother do some stuff that'll have you like, what the hell, man? Kawal, you met him. He don't have a conscience, bro. He don't. And that right there is a very dangerous person to be around, man. You can't be in here and have a defiled mind and conscience, man. You can't. Because you get men up under you in here, man. Men are gonna be up under you in here. Pause. You become an officer 50, you gonna be expected to
with no batteries? Oh, that's
you're gonna be expected to be able to lead 50 men, man. Right. If you got a defiled mind and conscience, you are not fit to lead 50 soldiers. You may think that you are, right? But you're not. Guess who sees it? The Lord. That's right. You understand? Brothers come in here and think that General Hyman, Captain I.S.U.P.K, Isaiah and them, you think they giving out rank. That's not what this is. That's the Most High gives out rank. How the hell would it seem us saying that we the home of the truth and that the Most High is with the I.S.U.P.K, and then you think men just giving out rank? No, the Most High gives rank where he sees fit, when he sees fit. Right. You're not just coming in here with a defiled mind and conscience thinking like Esau's military. All I got to do is go to BLC. Right. All I got to do is take this class. All I got to do is just recite this in front of these people and I can get ranked up. Right. Nah, this don't work like that, man. This is a spiritual battle, man. You understand? You ain't just coming in here expecting, like, thinking that you're gonna get ranked so that you can enforce something on a man lower than you. That's an evil thing, man. Right. Your mind and conscience is defiled, man. And you're not gonna be in here long, man. You will not be in here long thinking that you can get ranked just because you think you deserve it. You're going to be out of here fast, man. You know why? Because you're going to stick out. Right. You are going to stick out, man. It's righteous brothers in here. Brothers who prove that they can lead brothers. Right. Not brothers who just want rank because they want power in the school. You may have that power for a brief time, but trust me, General Hyman it has the nose of a hound. You will be sniffed out and you will be kicked out. He already said it. He's looking to kick people out at Passover. Not only kick you out the Passover, but kick you out the state. He said that. I'm not the one that's going to test it. Go ahead.
Verse 16.
Uh-huh.
They profess that they know God.
They profess that they know God. Who is they?
The Christians.
All right, I'll give it to you. Go ahead.
But in works, they deny him.
But in what?
Works. They deny
right.
him.
What works? What we just said, right? Them actions, right? The things that they do that defile them, man. The things that they do that defile their mind and conscience, their works, right? Them waiting to church close out so they can go in the parking lot and smoke that weed, so they can go to the back of the kitchen and eat that hog, right? In their works, they what?
Deny him.
They deny him, man. They claim they know God, but in their works, they deny him, man. My grandma was the most Christian of Christians, man. I'm talking about church every Sunday. If her church closed, she going to somebody else's church. Most Christian of Christians, right? But guess what? When I joined the I.S.U.P.K, guess what I told her? I was like, "Ma, I ain't know we couldn't eat pork." She was like, "Mm-hmm." I was like, "You knew that?" She said, "Yeah." I said, "That's in the Bible." She said, "Yeah." But guess what? I done seen my uncle kill a wild hog, cook it on a slow cooker or a smoker for like 24 hours. And guess what? Grandma got the first piece. But she knew the law. But through her works, what?
She denied.
She denied him, man. Through her works, she denied him, man. You understand? She literally knew, and she showed, like, she tries to show or profess that she knows God by going to church every Sunday, by praying, wearing the biggest hat, and trust me, she got some big hats and dresses to match them. But guess what she got? Guess what else she got? A swole ankle. She got a swole ankle. But she denied him by eating that pork. Her works. She showed who she really was through her works. It's my grandma. I can talk about her. Go ahead.
Being abominable. And
being abominable, man. What does that mean? Look up that word. Abominable. She showed her through her words, she denied him, and she was a abomination to him, man. Go ahead.
This is abominable out of the Google Dictionary. Causing moral revulsion. Very bad or pleasant or unpleasant.
Unpleasant. She like very bad and unpleasant, man. She denied him, right? She denied him. Her actions were very bad and unpleasant. Go ahead.
And disobedient.
And what?
Disobedient.
And disobedient, man. She told me in the Bible that it says not to eat pork. Now I ain't learned that until I joined the I.S.U.P.K. Never even heard of not being able to eat pork until I joined the I.S.U.P.K. Right. My grandmother knew it, and still she did it. She did it, man. She denied him. She was her behavior was unpleasant, right? Abominable, right? And disobedient, man. She knew the law and chose not to keep it. She chose not to teach us the law. But guess what she did? Had us in them highlighter suits on Easter. She made sure we went to church, but she didn't teach us the Bible. She was disobedient, man. And she taught us what? She taught us what? How to be what?
Abominable and disobedient.
She taught us how to be disobedient, man. She showed us how to be disobedient. Read on.
And unto every good work, reprobate.
Look that one up. Unto every good work.
Reprobate out of the Merriam-Webster Dictionary. An unprincipled or depraved person.
Right. And to every good work, unprincipled, man. Right? You got more on that?
Morally corrupt.
Morally corrupt. Go ahead.
Foreordained to damnation.
Good night. It just keep getting worse, don't it? That's the Christian church, man. Because I use my grandma as an example, but that's Christianity as a whole. That's Christianity as a whole. Christianity will have you knowing that it's a sin to do something, but say, God know my heart. That's Christianity, man. I think it's crazy. Like Kanye West, a big Christian, and he had this song. I don't know if y'all seen the documentary, but he had this song. He had one of these brothers playing Jesus, right? And he had Jesus driving. Literally, Jesus take the wheel. He had Jesus driving him while he in the seat rapping. It's crazy, man. But that's Christianity, man. Unprincipled, man. Christianity don't give a damn about who they hurt. They don't give a damn about who they hurt, man. Right? They are very evil and wicked people, man.
And Salak, if I may.
Come on, sir.
Our people still think that, Christianity is still the way to go. But when you tell them the foundation of Christianity and where it comes from, that's when they really begin to understand what Christianity has done to us as a nation of people.
Right.
You got some people out there actually believe that Christianity was better than knowing the truth, right? You understand? Some people out there believe that the Christian church wasn't all bad, Kawal. That's right. But don't nobody ever ask you what's the origin of the Christian church and where does it come from?
Right.
It comes from the oppressor. If we all think that Christianity is the way to go and being in the church is the thing to do, then you believe in white supremacy. You understand?
That's right.
Because what you're gonna go in there and do is try to find the things out. You go into the church and you're gonna highlight the things that you think are valuable, right?
Right.
That's what it is. And you say, well, all churches don't have the white Jesus in there.
That's right.
All churches don't celebrate Christmas. You know
that's
what I'm saying?
Right.
You're gonna find the one thing that you can say, well, every Christian church is not the same. But the one thing that I have to ask anybody out there is say, well, they may not all be the same, but what is the foundation of the Christian church?
Right.
And it's white supremacy.
That's right, man.
Understand?
That's right. Give him a hand, man. That's absolutely right, man. And with you saying that, guess what else you're gonna start saying? Well, all white people ain't bad. All white people ain't bad. It's just some of them that's killing us. Those the ones we gotta get. Those the ones we gotta. They ain't gonna say those the ones we gotta get rid of. They're gonna say those the ones we have to love even more. Those are the ones we have to keep marching for. Right. Let me get Proverbs. You can hold that. Don't lose that one. But jump over to Proverbs 21 and 23, man. You understand? Christians like Zion was just saying, man. Every church don't celebrate. That's what a Christian gonna tell you. Every church don't celebrate Christmas. Every church don't celebrate Halloween. Right. That's what they're gonna tell you, man. Right? But the Bible said, go ahead, brother.
That's a good point too, because I've heard that, especially now coming to truth, people try to defend. You come with the whole Christmas is unlawful.
Right.
Well, my church, we don't do that. But lo and behold, they lying.
Right.
They do Secret Santa. They do Secret Santa. They have a Christmas dinner. They do something. I've yet to see one Christian church that does not even acknowledge or celebrate Christmas in any capacity. They all do it.
Right.
Even the Jehovah's Witnesses who are not supposed to keep out, they still recognize Christmas.
Damn right,
it's
man.
Crazy.
Damn right. And I guarantee you they got a Christmas tree in their house. Christmas lights up. Watching Christmas movies. We was in Sam's Club. I caught my rib singing, humming the guy. They were playing a Christmas song, man. I called it humming. I chopped in the throat. So like it, we don't promote violence, but I had to kill that demon right there. We was in Sam's Club, man. Song came on. She walking. I was, what the hell? Chop in the throat. She like, what is that? I was like, you singing Christmas songs.
It's like for me. That's brainwashing, huh?
That's
right. Brainwashing 101. How sounds and smells and things like that causes you to automatically reminisce on what, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Jeremiah was saying, like, our people, like, if you come in the truth, right, and you come in when you first start rocking and rolling, you say the name of Jesus Christ, you tell somebody to close their eyes, they think of, you know what I'm saying, Caesar Borgia.
That's right.
Even if you can read Revelation 1 and 13. And I say, close your eye, what does Jesus look like? You still gonna see, you know what I'm saying? You still gonna see the praying hands and him petting the sheep, you know what I'm saying? Rubbing the sheep, you know what I'm saying? You still gonna see it. Because the brainwashing is so heavy for us to make sure that we are consistently attached to this empire, man.
That's right, man.
Go ahead, brother.
That's right, man. And they know what they be doing, man. They know what they be doing. As soon as Halloween over? Soon as Halloween over, they start throwing out them Christmas songs. You see the Christmas trees run out, everything, man. Soon as Halloween over, they trying to get you in that spirit. They got her, man. I had to chop it out of her. You know what I'm saying? She ain't sing another one. You got that? Con 23 and so like a 21 and 23. Good night.
This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 21 and verse 23. Whoso keepeth his mouth and his tongue keepeth his soul from troubles.
What does that mean? Whoso keepeth his mouth and his tongue. So like, whoso keepeth his mouth and his tongue keepeth his soul from trouble. What does that mean, man? Go ahead, brother.
Like a person, pretty much like watching what you say. What comes out of your mouth will keep you from a lot of trouble. Like how many times we know people who, you saying something that's not true, or you saying something that is true, or it could be offensive. Right. Someone might kill you over that. You know what I'm saying? Or you being a talebearer, you invite all these troubles into your own soul. When you do that, you can't watch your mouth. Right. I done seen brothers get shot over inviting somebody into their private area. You know what I'm saying? Just get killed. You know what I'm saying? You're going to have a lot of troubles. Even if you don't get put to death, you're keeping your soul from troubles by watching what you say out your mouth.
Right, man. Like, them Christians, give them a hand, Salaki. A Christian don't understand this, man. A Christian don't understand, like, the things that you say, man, you can be put to death for. You understand? Like, it's certain things that you just shouldn't say, because you causing your soul to be troubled, man. Let's say the tongue boasted big things. You understand? Like we got this saying in the black community. So like, if I may, your mouth writing checks that your ass can't cash. You understand? You have to. Sometimes it's better for you to be quiet, not say nothing. Like my brother say, whether you know something or not. If you're not asked, shut your mouth. You don't have to say everything that comes. Oh, well, my church don't celebrate Christmas. Okay, who asked you? If your church don't celebrate Christmas, take the goddamn Christmas tree out your house. If your church is so holy and know all the laws of God, you understand? Teach men to keep them. You understand? Like, it's certain stuff, man, that you just don't have to say. In the I.S.U.P.K, once you come in, the first thing you learn how to do is keep your tongue, to shut your mouth. That's the first thing you learn how to do as a trooper, as a young man, Salakia.
Salakia, if I may.
Come on.
Just looking at this scripture, I'm gonna let you kill it, Ayathan, but whosoever keepeth his mouth and his tongue, keepeth his soul from trouble. This is a good piece of advice. You understand?
Right.
It's not like you can't talk. You understand? It's not like you don't have something that's important to say. But the things that you say out of your mouth, just know, like, don't nobody who wants trouble in their life.
Right.
Who raises their hand and say, I want problems. I want tough times to come my way. I want disagreements to come my way. I want confusion to come my way. But when you start running your mouth in a particular way, and that defileth a brother or a sister, then guess what? At some point, you may run into some trouble.
That's right.
These things will come to you if the words that you speak are not carefully refined. You understand?
Right.
And the thing about this scripture that is so heavy in Proverbs, Proverbs is something that people consider to be like wise saying. You know what I'm saying? If you've been on the earth long enough, you know if you say something the wrong way or at the wrong damn time, it can damn sure trouble your spirit. It can trouble your soul, man. Who wants that in their life? Don't nobody want to deal with that, man. The thing is, everybody want to somehow have a voice about something. Right. Let's feel like you give somebody the internet and the phone, they'll run the whole damn world.
That's right. That's right.
But then when you learn the truth about who the Most High is, you understand it, and who we are supposed to be, like how we're supposed to act, the words out of our mouth, like we have to carefully choose them. Right. If you're upset about something, you go to yelling or getting all outraged, then guess what? Somebody may not like that yelling and being outraged. That's right. You know what I'm saying? Damn right. We don't yell at the judges. We don't yell at that. You know what I'm saying? We don't yell at those people. Right. But when it comes to your closest friends and family, you know, you can easily discard them. Mm-hmm. You understand? Keep going, brother. Rock on.
Man, give him a hand, man. What you saying? Absolutely true, man. Like you don't know that your words like not only offend people, like your words could cause a brother or sister to take their lives. Your words could push a brother out this school. General Hyman said all the time, sisters gossip a lot, and not on like they ain't like I assume it's a thing is good gossip where you can praise a sister or lift a sister up, but they like sisters don't do that all the time. Very rarely do sisters praise a sister, gossip good things about a sister. They do it to tear sisters down, man. And sisters lead a school. Sisters are hurt. You understand? Like we see it all the time in the world. We see it all the time in the world where a mother talks evil about her child's father all the time. Next thing you know, the child in there trying on her heels. When all she had to do is keep her mouth closed, because whatever happened between you and that child's father is not that child's business. But you can't help but gossip. Christianity don't teach you how to close your mouth, man. It doesn't. You can hurt somebody with what you say. We learn to keep our mouths closed and choose our words wisely, man, because we try to gain brothers and sisters. You understand? We try to gain what? More people to serve.
One more thing, Salaki.
Come on.
Just like they say, what they try to tell us to talk about, like sticks and stones may break my bones, or words will never hurt me. Right. Now words hurt, man. Right. You know, words do hurt. You know what I'm saying? When you learn that you care about somebody and you extending yourself to something or somebody that people get it all. That's right. You don't want to be the person giving you all, then somebody say, oh, he only gave that because he wanted this and that from, you know what I'm saying? Right. And then you don't gave you all, then mess around and somebody come back and tell you, once again, that's gossiping. First of all, it shouldn't come back. Exactly. But at the same time, like you give in hope to receive, like, and that's a whole nother ball game. There you go. But words, when you say things, you shouldn't say things to hurt people. That's right. If that's the intent, to say things to hurt people, man, keep your mouth closed. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? And you said that about our sister, man. Women be talking. Man. You know what I'm saying? Women be talking. You know what I'm saying? Right. Sisters be talking. And the thing is, some of the brothers, you know what I'm saying, tend to take on women characteristics. That's right. Damn right. So with that being said, like it's something that the scriptures, like Bunky, I was saying, like we have to apply these things as a nation of people. Exactly. If not, we're gonna continue to kick the proverbial shit can down the road. Right. You understand? That's something that we can do better. Right. It's not anything that's gonna hurt you. It's only gonna make you better. It's gonna make us better. It should bring us closer together. And going to him and him alone, or going to she and she alone. You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
That's how we build a nation. You can't do it like the oppressor. They be having all type of secrets you would never know about. You understand?
Right.
They be done damn near killed everybody in your family. And here it is today, 2022. They still digging up unmasked graves. They kept their mouth closed. You understand me? But you can't keep your mouth closed about nothing.
Right. Old folks say you can't hold water.
You can't hold water.
Man, absolutely correct, man. Like the things that we say hurt each other, man. The things that we say lift each other up, right? We're not supposed to murmur, man. We're not supposed to gossip. You understand? If you can't open your mouth and say something good about somebody, like the one just said, just be quiet, man. Right. Just be quiet. Everything that comes up to your stupid mind doesn't have to come out your stupid mouth. You don't have to say everything. Sometimes it's better if you shut up because nobody wants to hear you talk. Right. Nobody gives a damn what you think or how you feel. Sometimes it's better for you to shut up. You understand? Like we read these scriptures all day, day in and day out. You think the men in the I.S.U.P.K, you think the Most High in Christ gives a damn how you feel about multiple wives? Nobody cares. God already said that is lawful. Nobody cares. You understand? Pork is not another white meat. You can't convince us that it is. We don't have to be vegan. Like stupid things, man. No, you can't charge crystals and worship them. No, you're dumb. You're stupid. We don't care what you think. You're stupid. Shut up. Just because it comes to your mind doesn't mean you have to say it, man. Save us and you the trouble. Good night. Let's jump back over there to where was it?
Proverbs 21.
Titus.
Titus.
Chapter 2 and verse 1.
It's the book of Titus, chapter 2. Chapter 2 and verse 1. But speak thou the things which become sound doctrine.
Speak thou the things which become sound doctrines, man. You understand? Don't speak those things that's going to cause your soul to be troubled, man. Speak things that become sound doctrine. Things like what? Anybody?
That salvation is only for the Jews.
Right.
The Jews are black.
Damn right.
Most, Christ, Most High don't love everybody.
Right. You understand? Third World War gonna happen, and a black man gonna rule, man.
Right.
Teach things that's gonna become sound doctrine. Don't teach things that that's gonna be stupid, mislead people, things that don't nobody give a damn about. You understand? This ain't my words. This is right here in the Bible. Speak thou things which become sound doctrine. Who gives a damn what Pastor Holy Hands has to say? Right. He's not speaking things that become sound doctrine, man. Right. He's not teaching little boys to grow up to be real men. Because he's not teaching thus saith the Lord, man. Right. You understand? Me and my real was watching the show the other night, and they had, I kid you not, on the show, they had all these kids in this Christian church, right? And they had a gay man as the choir director, man. And as the show progressed, like, mind you, this wasn't even, I don't even know how this even became a part of the show, because this had nothing to do with what the show was about. It's just they had to put it in there some type of way, I guess. You can see the little boy, as he progressed through the show, start to become more and more feminine. You understand? They're not teaching things that become sound doctrine. You understand? Things that, like, what does it mean to become sound? Like sound, like strong doctrine. Right. They're not teaching something that becomes strong doctrine. Like, you understand? Like, be a righteous man. You understand? Thus said the Lord. They're not teaching that. That's right. And this is what the Bible is telling you to do. The Bible's not telling you to speak everything that comes to your mind. It says, but. Although you can say everything else, but speak thou the things which become sound, strong doctrine. You understand? We like blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, we don't have any sound doctrine outside of the I.S.U.P.K. Right. We have nothing that's strong. We have nothing to look forward to. We have nothing to look up to guide us. Nothing. That's why when we out, sisters and brothers say, man, y'all look strong, man. Y'all look strong, man. I like what y'all saying because we have sound doctrine. Right. We teaching things that is sound doctrine, things that are going to happen. I've seen brothers say that I done seen people come in front of the camp and brothers say the Lord gonna put you to death, and we done seen it in front of the camp. Literally, not even 5 minutes later, done seen it. This is sound doctrine. This is strong, man. Right. These things are going to happen. When Commander General YAHANNA said the Third World War is coming, everybody thought we was crazy. Everybody thought that Commander General YAHANNA was just he's nuts. I don't see no tension between Russia and Ukraine. I don't see any tension between the United States and China. Now look, everybody on the edge. What's going to happen? What the I.S.U.P.K think? You didn't believe Commander General YAHANNA when he said it. When it was sound doctrine when he gave it to you the first time. You didn't believe it then, but now you believe it. Because what? You see that he wasn't just running his mouth. He wasn't just saying things to trouble his soul. He was teaching sound doctrine, man. Something that was going to happen. Why? Because the Lord said it. And because he wasn't speaking his own words, he was saying what the Lord said, man. If you speaking what the Lord says, man, you will never go wrong. Because this Bible is written for our learning by people who did what? Spoke sound doctrine, man. Other blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, man.
It's like if I may, I was about to say, if you speaking sound doctrine, you don't have time to talk about anything else.
That's right.
There is no room for you to just come up with things on your own. You understand?
Right.
Sound doctrine is something that's going to help a brother or sister. If we have time to talk about, you know what I'm saying, all the woes of the world and every other thing that you deem to be right or wrong, then what is that going to do?
Right.
What is the purpose of it? You know what I'm saying? You know, what's the purpose?
Come.
The sound doctrine is, hey, listen, you see them people over there? They've been oppressing us over us for more than 400 years.
That's
man.
Right.
You know the things that they did to us? They took our culture, they took our language, they separated our women from the children. And to this day, we still don't know who we are as a nation of people.
Right.
But if you listen to the I.S.U.P.K, we're going to tell you that. That's sound doctrine.
That's right.
I'm not going to waste my time talking about what every Tom, Dick, and Harry is talking about in the earth. You understand?
Right.
It's plenty of that. You can watch CNN all goddamn day.
Right.
You understand?
Damn right.
The sisters out there, the sisters carrying, you know what I'm saying, different things, talking to each other about all these things on the earth. Give your sister a recipe since you got so much goddamn time to talk about something. Teach her what the showbread recipe at. Pass that off. Pass that off how to be a better sister instead of trying to look for flaws in each other.
Right.
We can all find flaws in somebody about something that it don't agree with your spirit, if I may. You understand? But then when you look in front of that mirror, what do you see? That you don't nobody want to talk about that. We'll take the time out to talk about everybody else that's around us, all their flaws and all the other things. And the only thing that do is cause separation.
Right.
When you want to come together, you got to use sound doctrine.
Damn right.
You know what I'm saying? And sound doctrine, you know what it is? That ain't pointing out issues that you have with everybody else.
Right.
Sound doctrine is pointing about issues, how to fix yourself.
That's right, man.
You understand?
That's right.
Keep rocking up.
Give me a hand, man. That's right, man. You have to fix yourself, man. You understand? Like, it's easy to point out the flaws in everybody else. It's hard to see the flaws within you, man. I say all the time, like I self-evaluate myself all the time. You understand? I critique myself with everything I do. Because I always know, I know is room for improvement. If I get a stupid thought in my head, I'm talking to myself like, yeah, what the hell made you what the hell made you think that? I'm always self-checking myself, man. Why? Because I don't like blaming anybody else for anything that happens to me. I have to blame me. I have to know that it's something that I did or something I could do better. It's easy to point your finger, but what are you doing? You understand? I don't want to say it don't feel good in your spirit. Who gives a damn about your defiled mind, your defiled conscience, and your defiled ass spirit? Maybe if you checked yourself more, you understand, you would see your own flaws. Read on. Verse 2.
verse 2.
Uh-huh.
That the aged men be sober.
That the who?
Aged men be sober.
That the aged men be sober. Go ahead. Salakia, what is the aged man?
The older man.
Okay. But what, all right, the old man, right? Or the elder men, right? But who are they? I'm older than you, right? Kawal, Al-Zion, what do you do to us?
Respect.
But what do you do?
Listen.
God, I can't say it without giving it to you. Goodness gracious. You look up to him, man. Good. You look up to the aged man, man. That's somebody that people look up to, right? In the I.S.U.P.K, who would that be?
The elder man.
Who? You say his name?
Commanding General YAHANNA.
Commander General YAHANNA, man. You understand? He's the one we look up to. You understand? And Commander General YAHANNA is what? He's going to be sober, man. General Hyman is going to be sober. Why?
Because they're older.
Not because they're older, but why? That boy crazy. Why they gotta be sober, man? If I'm not sober, right? What does that? Good night. Why do they have? I was having the field day over here. Why is General Hyman sober minded? God damn. So like, General Hyman has to be sober because he has to give he has to get good counsel, man. People is looking up to you. If you drunk all the time, ain't nobody gonna look up to you, man.
So like if I may, I was gonna say because he has to speak sound doctrine.
Good night. See, good night. I see you a priest and prophet over there, huh? Yeah, man. He has to get he has to get very sound counsel, man. Right. People are up under, he's a 12-shield general. You can't be a leader of men and not be sober, man. If you're drunk, you cannot lead 50 men. You cannot lead 500 men. Right. You cannot be a captain of 13,000 if you are drunk. Why? Because the people up under you are not going to respect you, man. You can't give a sound doctrine. You know, you can't teach sound doctrine. You understand? If you drunk out your mind all the time, if you high out your mind all the time, if you're not sober minded, nobody's gonna. Have you ever heard anybody say they look up to the crackhead on the corner? No, it's not gonna happen. Who do they look up to? Go ahead, Jake. Say it. Say it, man. Say what you had to say. Go ahead, Kevin.
Commanding General YAHANNA.
Hey, look up the Commander General YAHANNA, man. You understand? They look up to brothers like Kowal. I know I look up to Officer Kowal. Been looking up to this brother for a minute now. Good night. Officer Zion. I look up to the men around me, man. You all right? Because when I came to North Carolina, these are the brothers that I trusted, man. I ain't know these brothers, but I entrusted these brothers with my life. I entrusted these brothers to be sober so that they could teach me and show me, the right way to do things. You understand? If they weren't sober, what would I have did? I probably wouldn't have been in the school if they weren't sober. They were sober enough to have me follow them into the school. I used to drink all the time. You understand? Like, you follow men like this, man. Go ahead.
Grave temperate.
Grave. What does grave mean? These men, they aged men that are sober, grave. Go ahead. What does it mean? You got it?
Meriting serious consideration.
They what?
Meriting serious.
They are serious, man. These brothers ain't in here playing no games, man. When they say that the oppressor is the devil, man. They not playing no games, man. These brothers are strong, man. Sober, man. Serious, man. They not in here playing no games when they say Christ is black. Put down the weed. Get out the Christian church. We serious, man. Go ahead.
Sound in faith.
No. The scripture.
Titus. This is the book of Titus, chapter 2, verse 2. That the aged men be sober.
The aged men be sober. Go ahead.
Grave temperate.
Grave. What's the other one?
Temperate.
Temperate, what's that mean? These men are sober, man. They are serious, man. What's temperate? We're going to let the brother get temperate.
Having a moderate climate, which especially lacks extreme in temperature. Keeping or held within limits, not extreme or excessive.
What that sound like? What's the word?
Temperate.
Start with a D. Discipline, man. That's right. These brothers are sober. These brothers are serious, and they are disciplined, man. That's right. People wonder how the hell you see they always confuse us with these other fake Israelite groups, right? When we out at camp, they confuse us with them, right? Until they come and hear us speak. When they hear us speak, they hear brothers speaking sound doctrine. You understand? They see sober men. We not in our camps drunk, man. They watch our classes online. They don't see drunk men, man, just rambling. You understand? They see men that are serious, men that are disciplined, man. They wonder how the hell how could all y'all be out here and one person talking?
It's like if I may.
Come on.
When I remember one time we was at camp, right? And the officer rolled up, you know what I'm saying? And they was like, yeah, we had a report that, something was going down over here.
Right.
He said, but when I came up with, and I seen it was you guys, he said, I knew, I knew everything was all right. You know what I'm saying? He said, you guys pretty much, make sure everything is good. You guys be in order. So he was like, but if you need anything or anything I can help you out with, he gave me his card and everything. You know what I'm saying? He's like, give me a call if you need anything. You know what I'm saying?
Come, man.
In order, discipline.
And this was a devil. This was a devil, man. What he said is absolutely true. This was a devil. But he knew that we was disciplined, man. This devil knew we were disciplined, man, in the I.S.U.P.K. We in the midst of all of Israel and heathens, and we still maintain our discipline. Even though they standing in front of the camp like a pack of wolves ready to devour us. One man speaking. Discipline, man. We're not saying insulting things, everything that comes to our mouth, our mind. We're not saying everything that comes to our mind. We're dealing with these people wisely, man. Because we know the only thing between them and us is a sign. Right. We discipline. Nobody on post is speaking, just the man with the microphone is speaking. Right. The camp leader. You understand? We very disciplined back here, man. We're not playing no games. We serious, man. Right. When it comes to this Bible, we are serious, man. You understand? Like these ain't my words, man. The Bible says to be disciplined, man. Right. The Bible says to be sober and serious, man. Go ahead, read on.
In charity.
No. Back up. You skipped a piece.
Sound in faith.
Sound in faith, man. What does that mean? Be sober, right? Be serious, be disciplined, sound in faith. What does that sound in faith mean? We just said what sound meant.
Have strong faith.
Strong in belief, man. We are strong in our beliefs in here, man. You understand? Like, it ain't no wavering, man. Nobody can come in here and try to sway us anyway. You know what I'm saying? We strong in faith in here, man. Strong in our beliefs, man. Go ahead.
In charity.
In charity. What is charity? Love, man. Kindness, man. And in what?
Patience.
And in patience, man. This right here describes what it means to be a brother in the I.S.U.P.K, man. This right here is a One West scripture. Read on.
Salaki.
Come on.
That P word.
Patience.
That patience.
Come on.
That's something that has to be developed.
Right.
You can't jump at every damn thing that you need to do this or you need to do that and all. That's what the world wants you to be impatient, chaotic. Right. You know what I'm saying? Frantic all the damn time.
Right.
You see most brothers in here, you know, we sip on the strong and just sit back and be like, Con, I don't want con. There's a level of patience that come when you know that you ain't in charge of a damn thing. Right. You understand? When you understand that the Most High is in charge and you on his time, you understand? You learn some patience.
That's right.
Some people think, oh, you don't care about such and such. Yeah, I care. I do care, but I also know who the Most High is. You know what I'm saying? Christ, that patient thing, you know what I'm saying? Is that the aged man be sober. You understand? Right. You can't be tainted with every damn thing. Every conversation, you can't be tainted by it. That's right. No, every interaction, you can't be tainted by it. You can't let that consume you like alcohol would, right? Exactly. Being sober, you got to be clear. Right. Sometimes it takes a little time for you to respond. Damn right. Man. Sometimes the first thing to come to your mind or your first response it may not be the right thing for you to do. You know what I'm saying? It may not help the situation, if I may. Right. You sit back, you listen to Jeremiah Hyman. He always say this all the time, and I understand this so clearly now. Are you done? Are you finished? Is there anything else you would like to say? Right. That's patience. And we learn this patience not to be to take light of the situation, you know what I'm saying, and not trying to make fun of the situation. We learn this patience simply because we want to be able to help the situation. That's right. And sometimes you can't always help every situation. That's right. If you overreact. Right. If you quick to respond all the daggone time. Sometimes it's good to just sit back and just watch. Right. And just see it. The Lord is we believe in the Most High, right? Damn right. He's in charge, ain't it? Damn right. So you don't think his judgment is righteous? What it shows is we have a way of trying to control every damn thing. Right. The scripture say, man, just sit back, be patient. Yeah. Nice. Yeah. You be patient. You stay sound in your faith. Right. Stay solid in what? Your work. That's right. You stay solid in your charity, your brotherhood, your love. That's right. You do all those things. To do it right, you're gonna take a little patience now. Damn right. Your brotherhood gonna be tested if you ain't got no patience, dog. I'm telling you.
Right.
Your sisterhood gonna be tested if
Right.
you won't have any patience.
Right.
Guess what? Your faith, that sound doctrine, your work gonna be tested if
right.
you ain't got no patience. Right? Be temperate, in control.
Mm-hmm.
You can't be temperate if you ain't got no patience.
Right.
That's us.
Damn right.
These are great characteristics to have and live by, especially when you have what? Sound doctrine.
Damn right, man.
Keep killing it, I thought, man. You killing it, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Have to have patience, man. Have to, man. You understand? Like, I know sometimes our kids don't be understanding that, you know, but we teach them. Our ribs, I know all the time my rib, like, oh, now you want to talk. Oh, damn. Hey, I can't get a minute to get my thoughts clear. You know what I'm saying? I'm patient. I want to see the thing unfold before I open my mouth and speak on it. Everything don't require me to just, if I got to respond right then, I don't want to have a conversation if I got to respond right then and there. If I can't, like, how am I going to give you proper guidance if you're expecting the answer right then and there? You don't even want to see the whole thing through.
They don't want proper guidance.
Right.
They want to run off into the woods with sticker bars in it. Wait, if you just wait just a little moment, it's a clear path right over here.
Right.
But you want to go down the road with the sticker bars on it. Hold all the thorn bushes right here in front of you. You want to run down that road.
Damn right.
Slow down. What'd you say? What'd you say you said all the time?
What that?
Slow down, I'm gonna get it to you.
Slow down, baby. I'm gonna get it to you. Damn right, man. Just take a little patience, man. You understand? Read on, brother. Verse 3.
This is the book of Titus, chapter 2, verse 3.
Uh-huh.
The aged women
The
likewise.
what?
The aged women likewise.
The aged women likewise, man. Be sober, man. You're an aged woman, be sober. You understand? Be grave, serious, man. You don't have to be like a child or like a young woman in the mix of every gossip on Facebook. You understand? You don't have to be wild and loose, man. Be disciplined. Keep your mouth closed. The Bible says the aged woman likewise. Go ahead.
That they be in behavior.
They be in what?
Behavior.
They be in what?
Behavior.
Go ahead.
As becometh holiness.
As becometh holiness. Go ahead.
Not false accusers.
Not false accusers. Go ahead.
Not giving too much wine.
Not giving too much wine. Go ahead.
Teachers of good things.
Teachers of good things, man. Aged women should be teaching the young women good things, man. Not, oh, girl, get your bag. Not putting him on child support. Abort that baby. Not taking with wine. Gossiping on Facebook. You're not gonna get this in the Christian church, man. The only way you're gonna get this is joining the I.S.U.P.K. The Christian church is not gonna tell you an aged woman to be likewise, to be disciplined, man. To shut the hell up. The Christian church is not gonna do that. They're gonna put you on the front row. Big hat, right? You're gonna be a part of the church council because everybody just want to hear what you got to say. You understand? You go to Passover, you just got to get drunk. You have to be drunk at Passover. I seen it. Loud. Taking people cup out their table, filling them up when they ain't asked you to. You drunk, man. You the sister that brothers have to go and talk to your husband about. Hey, man, I think you're real and I had to. That's an embarrassment to your husband. Especially when he's completely sober. Somebody has to go find your husband and tell him that you downstairs showing your behind drunk with wine. That's an embarrassment, man. Go ahead.
Verse 4. That they may teach the young women.
That they may what?
Teach the young women.
Uh-huh.
To be sober.
To be sober. Go ahead.
To love their husbands.
To love their husbands. Go ahead.
To love their children.
To love their children, man. You understand? We don't get that in the world, man. You only get that in the I.S.U.P.K, man. The aged women in here, if a sister done been in here long enough, she could teach a young woman how to deal with her husband having more than one wife. She could teach a young woman how to love her husband the proper way, how to love her children, man. We see it all too many times. What is some? Brenda got a baby in the trash can? What? That stuff that's real, man. Our women don't love their children outside of the I.S.U.P.K. They don't. You can't love your children when you open your legs to everybody. You having sex in front of your children. It was a video like probably 2 years ago. Mother giving oral sex to the random guy in the back of a car. Her kid sitting outside the goddamn window, crying, looking at her. She didn't love her kids, man. This was on Instagram. She out here trying to get this bag. Children looking at her perform this act through the window of the back of the car, crying. Grandmother teaching it's okay to eat pork. The aged woman's supposed to be teaching the young woman, man. You understand? If we didn't know something, we were supposed to be able to go to our fathers, our grandfathers, and learn the same way you do where?
The I.S.U.P.K.
The I.S.U.P.K, man. If you don't know an answer to a question, what do?
Ask questions.
You ask. If I don't know what I do, I ask. Why? Because that's what the aged men are here for. That's what the aged women are here for. They guide us. They teach us, you understand, how to deal with things that we don't understand. How to maneuver, you understand, in an age of society run by our oppressors. Go ahead.
Verse 5. To be discreet.
To be discreet, go ahead. Chasten, go ahead.
Keepers at home.
Keepers at home.
Good.
Good.
Obedient to their husbands.
Obedient, go ahead.
That the word of God be not blasphemed.
See that? This is what the aged woman's supposed to be doing, man. You understand? Today, we don't listen to grandma and them. We throw them in the old folks' home. We tell them, you don't know nothing. We call them what? Old heads. We call the aged man old heads, which is another way of saying you don't know nothing. That's literally another way of saying, nah, you don't know nothing about this. It's all fun and games, right? Until you actually need them. And then that old head say, nah, you got a young buck. Remember, you had all the answers. You understand? Read that again.
This is the book of Titus, chapter 2, verse 5. To be discreet.
Discreet.
Chaste.
Go ahead.
Keepers at home.
Keepers at home, man.
Good.
Hang on, I think the brother got a word.
So like, I'm letting. I just want to look at get the definition for the word discreet. You know what I'm saying?
Come on, go ahead. You got it.
This is the definition of discreet.
Go ahead.
Individually separate and distinct.
This separate and what?
Distinct.
Individually separate and distinct, right? That's it on that go off?
Let's see. There's a constituting a separate entity, individually distinct, consisting of distinct or unconnected elements.
Right, unconnected elements. That's what I want to get to. The distinct, right? When we talk about a sister, right, that comes in here and learn this truth about who they are and where they come from, right? It comes with a level of responsibility, right?
Right.
Our sisters are supposed to be separate and distinct amongst all the other sisters.
That's right.
In the earth.
That's right.
This is not a place where sisters can come in here and get talked about and dragged through the mud when nobody knows a damn thing about her.
Right.
If you've done that to a sister and said something that you know can be perceived as being offensive to a sister, then be a better sister like this and maybe just go apologize.
Right.
You understand? It's a hell of a lot easier to just go say Salakia. You know what I'm saying? I was out of pocket, and I want to make sure that my life reflects the thing that I'm learning about this truth. You understand? Right. And if you've done that, then guess what? That's a sister.
Right.
You understand that? That's being discreet. No matter what that thing is, we are supposed to be. Our women are supposed to be separate.
Right.
You should be able to take a sister that's in the I.S.U.P.K. and she shouldn't act like anybody that you. Women should be damn near amazed at a sister in the I.S.U.P.K. Man.
Right. Right.
Amazed. Separate and discreet, keepers of home, and it just breaks it down. It says good, Kawal. It don't say nothing else. It just say good.
Right.
What makes a good woman? Her being obedient to their husbands, their Lord. You understand?
Right.
Good, man. And there's nothing wrong with a sister, right? Being able to say Salakia, sis. Salakia. And then once that sister say Salakia, you must move on.
Damn right.
You must move on. You have to move on. Brother, do something crazy, do something stupid. Hey, Salakia, I don't do that. Don't stay there. We have to build the strength because the enemy shouldn't be in here. You understand? The enemy is out there. You understand?
That's right.
This doctrine isn't that we had a doctrine of how to treat each other, but we also know how to treat the strangers out there. Our problem is we don't know who the strangers are. We give them all our love and every damn thing, but when it comes to your sister or your brother, it's always an evil eye.
That's right. That's right.
Sisters, be discreet. You don't have to go and tell all your goddamn business. Keep it to yourself sometimes.
Right.
Keep them feelings to yourself because they full of emotions. And guess what? We know emotions have the ability to do what? Change.
That's right.
So just because you can't stand a sister Shirley today with a, you know what I'm saying, sister Labia, you know what I'm saying, today, don't mean you're gonna hate her tomorrow.
That's right.
You may go to the sister and she may tell you something that you may be like, you know what, I used to think this way about you, sis, but you know what, I understand you are more discreet than I thought you were.
Damn right.
You have more value than I ever thought. I didn't know you could sew. Yeah, I didn't know you know how to make the showbread. I didn't know you know how to make the tecatos. What's the one that I like? I the one sister.
Taco?
Not the tacos, the other ones. The tamales.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Tamales.
Yeah. You may be surprised what you find out about your sister instead of gossiping about her.
That's right.
It may have an opportunity to really gain a sister, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
But if you spend all that time talking about a sister, treating a sister a certain way, guess who's watching all of that? That daughter.
That's right.
Brothers out of pocket treating brothers all kind of way. Guess who's watching that? Your sons.
That's right.
How we gonna get up out of this hellhole, I-S-U-P-K?
We not treating each other that way.
Not that way. Keep rocking, brothers.
Yeah, right, man. We're gonna break this thing all the way down, man. Give me that chast word. Let's go. CHASTE. Chase. Salakia.
Innocent or unlawful.
Innocent and what?
Of unlawful sexual intercourse.
Right. You understand? Yeah, like. Go ahead.
Obtaining from
Abstaining from what?
Abstaining from extramarital or from all sexual intercourse.
Right, man. You gotta honor your husband, man. You can't just be out here doing any and everything with any and everybody, right? I want to just say you gotta be discreet, man.
if I may.
Come on.
Sister Calliope said, you learn a lot about a sister or brother just by having a conversation instead of assuming.
Right. You understand? Like we just had this conversation. I want to say the other day about assuming. You understand? You know what happened when you assume? You make an ass out of you and me. That's what you like that, don't you? That's what happened when you assume, man. You can't just assume, like Officer Zion was just saying, man. You may have a conversation and be like, oh, you're not that bad, man. What, did you think about that before you listened to the rumors? Did you think to have a conversation with the person before you just went and listened to what Pookie and them said? It takes a lot, man, to go against what everybody else is doing and have a conversation with a sister or brother, man. You understand? And if you in here and you talking about another sister and brother, man, you're not gonna last long. You aren't. Because guess what? It's going to go to council. It's going to. Whatever you said that in quote unquote secrecy is going to go to council. And the journal's gonna be sitting there like, I knew you was a piece of sugar honey iced tea. I knew it. It's going to go to council, man. You understand? It say obedient to their husbands. You understand? Keepers at home. Good, man. That's what a sister's supposed to be, man. You understand? And sis absolutely right. Sis absolutely, all it takes is a conversation, man. Go ahead, verse 6. Young man likewise, man. Young man likewise. You notice how it say the aged men, right? And then it went to the aged woman, right? You understand? Then it went to the young woman, and now what? We at the young men. You see how this thing going down? Go ahead, read on. Young men likewise. Go ahead. Exhort to be sober-minded. You understand? What does that word exhort mean? I have to run this thing all the way down. Go ahead. Urge strongly, man. Urge strongly. Go ahead. Is more on that? Right. Like the young man should be urged strongly to be sober-minded, man. You understand? You got a brother up under you. You know that brother got an alcohol problem. Do your brother a favor. Be a brother to your brother and don't bring alcohol around him. Don't bring him around alcohol. Tell the brother, hey, brother, like, you seem like you got a problem with drinking, man. Go to him. Urge him to not drink so much, man. He's supposed to be sober-minded. People rely on him, man. Captain Nayatha relies on us to not be drunk. So that when he calls us and needs us to come to camp on Saturdays, we can make it. You understand? So that if a brother has a problem here in the city, somebody can go and check on him. Everybody's not drunk out there. You know what? Go ahead. To be sober-minded. Verse 7. In all things showing thyself a pattern of good works. In all things showing thyself a pattern of good works. What does that mean? In all things showing thyself a pattern of good works. What does that mean? This brother communicates, man. He constantly communicating. He checks in every Wednesday. He doesn't miss it. He's always at camp. He's always in class. He's always saying, con out of one con. You showing them patterns of good works. You make yourself available all the time. You know you got Shamar, you here on time. You set the class up. You are reliable, man. You're showing patterns of good works, right? Go ahead. In doctrine, you showing uncorruptness. Go ahead. Gravity, go ahead. And sincerity, man. In doctrine, man, you showing no flaws in doctrine, man. You are listening to this doctrine. You're teaching what this doctrine says. You're applying it to your life. You're showing no flaws in the things that you say and the things that you do. You understand? Which in turn, you doing what? Please remember that. No, what you was about to say. Think back to what we read in the beginning. No. You being what? Through your actions, you're being what? Pure, man. This brother, like you, if you a young man, you supposed to urge, like you supposed to be encouraged to not be drunk. You understand? You're supposed to show patterns of good works. Right. You understand? In doctrine, showing uncorruptness, man. Showing what? That you aren't defiled in your mind and your conscience, man. Showing that through your actions, you are made what? Pure, righteous. Read on.
Verse 7.
8.
Verse 8. Sound speech.
Sound what?
Speech.
That's what Al-Sazai was just saying. Jeremiah had to be sober, right? Because he has to have sound speech. Go ahead.
That cannot be condemned.
That cannot be condemned. Right. Go ahead.
That he that is of the contrary.
That he that's of the contrary. Go ahead.
Part may be ashamed.
May be ashamed. Go ahead.
Having no evil thing to say.
Having no evil thing to say, man. You understand? You a discreet sister, man. You understand? A keeper of home. You understand? Not taking in drunk and wine, man. You understand? A brother that's not drunk, that's always checking in. A man that's not sober. I mean, that's like it. That's always sober, not drunk. You understand? A strong speech. Nobody can condemn that man. Right. Nobody can say anything about that man. Which what makes the man contrary upset? It makes him angry, man. Right.
It's a lot. It's a lot, y'all. Though.
Come. Go ahead.
I know you know what you're doing, don't you? But listen, check this out, though. There's a man in the house, a righteous brother who's doing his best to be a righteous brother. Right. And fighting his issues and demons that they may have. Right.
Come.
This is the man that you lay down with. This is a man that you open to have sex with, and all these things. Right. Come. This man protects you. If you're laying in bed with a man that you think will push you off a bridge, what the hell is that? If the man that you love and you spend your time with, and the sacrifice that you making, right? Do you really think he gonna push you out in front of traffic? Why wouldn't you just listen to what he's saying? Right. A nice con out of one, a yes sir would be tawab.
That's right.
We said this about last week. You can diffuse a lot by just saying yes sir or no sir, or la yeah, right. Nay. You can diffuse a ticking time bomb with just saying la. It don't take all of that. You know what I'm saying? Right. As sisters, like you have to use the weapon that the Most High gave you, and it's not your mouth. You understand? It is not your mouth. It's not your point of view. It's not your opinion. Right. It's you being a feminine woman. It's you being a woman that will listen to her husband. Now if you saying that the husband that I'm with, I know if I close, I gotta sleep with one eye open, then you seek counsel.
That's right.
By all means, you understand? But if you with somebody and you think, okay, this brother has had my best interest, like it ain't perfect. It ain't the way I would have done it, but I see he actually gives a damn. You understand?
That's right.
You got to learn how to close your mouth sometimes. Cause every conversation shouldn't be an argument. All right, it should not be.
Come.
And you learn that by listening to the aged women.
Right.
And I'm not talking about a woman just because she's 94 years old does not make her an aged woman. You understand?
Right. That's right.
Where I'm from, I know a 76-year-old woman that still sell crack. I don't know if she's doing it today, but she did it when we were back in the day where I'm from. That don't make a woman aged. Age meaning a sister that came in here and done time in this school, and she done learned from preaching prophets of the Lord, and she's been corrected by preaching prophets of the Lord.
That's right.
So she can tell her sister, hey sis, you might not want to do that. But today, you understand, it's that value system that we're supposed to have is so distraught, man. And because it's filled with a whole lot of evil women.
That's
you understand? Right. Keep going, brother.
That's right, man. Give man. Absolutely correct, man. Yes, that like we just ran that thing down from aged men to aged women to young women to young men, right? So what is that like? We just read Titus 2:1 through 8. You understand? What is the message of this whole thing? In 3 words. This whole class this whole class of being pure in all things, right? For you to be pure in all things, what do you have to do?
Be sober-minded.
You have to be in control. This whole thing right here was notice nothing that we just read was something that was out of your control. You can control how much alcohol you take in. You understand? You can control what you say. You can control what you do, man. You have to be in control of your life, man. You have to be in control of your actions, man. And when you mess up, like Adawan was saying, a simple salakia goes a long way. Why would you not say salakia if the person has to forgive you? They literally have to forgive you. What the hell does it take from you other than a few words? That's brotherhood. That's sisterhood, man. And that's the law. The law says we have to accept that apology. No matter how many times you mess up. You say salakia, it should end there. It should nah, man, hell no. You know you violated, man. No. The brother say salakia, that's it. Drop that. Let's get Deuteronomy 32:7.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 32, verse 7.
You got that fast. That boy, Quadon Jr. in here, huh?
Remember the days of old.
Remember what?
The days of old.
Remember the days of old. Go ahead.
Consider the years of many generations.
Consider the years of many generations, man. What is this saying? Remember the days of old. Consider the years of many generations. Go ahead. What is that saying?
To think about what will happen to generations after you if you do something like if you sin against the Most High, then you got to consider the punishment.
I see what you're trying to do there. But that ain't this. Read it. Go ahead. Go ahead and read it. I'll give you another try.
Ask thy father, and he will show thee. Thy elders, and they will tell thee.
Right. So what is it saying? You remember what Titus 2 and 2 and 2 said? About the age, man. You look up to that aged man, right? If you don't know the answer to something, what you do?
Ask.
So what is this saying right here? What's this saying right here?
To ask thy father.
Ask your father, man. If you don't have a father, if you in here, you got a father. You got plenty of fathers in here, right? If you don't know, ask. I had to go to Austin Zion like what? A son going to a father, right? Because it was something that I didn't know. And that was just this week. Yeah, man, you're a grown man. You pay your... No, I don't know everything. So I went to a brother who did know. Like a son would go to a father. Read on.
And he will show thee.
And he showed me what I needed to do. He told me, well, they do this, and then nah, they do that. Yeah, you good. Boom, 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 boom. Like they gonna try to get you with this now, so you got to be careful of this because it's gonna sound good. He told me, and guess what? When it presented itself, I knew how to handle it. Why? Because I didn't run into the path with thorns all over. I went to the path that was clean. Go ahead.
Thy elders, and they will tell thee.
The elders, ask the elders, and they'll tell you, man. You don't know what you're doing, man? Ask somebody, man. You don't know how to be a sister and be discreet? Ask an older sister. She'll tell you how to be discreet. Yeah, there's plenty of sisters in the I.S.U.P.K that can show you how to be discreet. Yeah, I know a couple. Sister Arabah, Kalaya Pa, Yako Ra, Sister Joy. Like, should I keep going? Plenty of brothers that can teach you how to be a man. You pick who you want to go to. I guarantee you, no brother will be offended by you coming to them and asking them the right way to do something. With that, pass the class to Precinct Officer Kowal.
I got you. That's wild class, brother. All right. It's security announcements. We're the I.S.U.P.K. Start at 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under Commander YAHANNA. New rules for brother and sister. When a new brother or sister comes to the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They are to be saluted only. They are here to share themselves with the world. If they need transportation, the teacher will arrange it. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or sister. There is another 6 months in which the brother and sister will court each other. After this 6 month period, the brother and sister will get permission from the head to marry. Tithes, which is a commandment, you can find this in Numbers chapter 18 and 21, Malachi 3:8-10. It means 10th in Hebrew and is pronounced ma'ashra. 10% of every penny of any increase the Lord gives you, give to the Treasury Department or teacher. Priest fund, this is a free will offering. It is not mandatory. Whatsoever amount you would like to give. Upcoming Holy Convocations is the Passover, Cocoa Beach, Florida. You know, so April 15th, get ready for that. If you need any transportation, funding, anything, contact your local camp leader. You know what I'm saying? If you don't have a camp leader, you just hear this message, go to ISUPK.com, find your local state, and just send a message to anybody in ISUPK. We'll help you out. Also, check the Commander YAHANNA did SHALAM tonight at 7 o'clock. Go back and watch that. Watch that SHALAM TV on YouTube. Get that video thumbs up. He's live right now on YouTube. You know, check for all the Ask You the Prophets, Out the Matrix. You know, Commander YAHANNA on every Monday. You understand what I'm saying? Like, you know, get in tune with all these avenues and this social media and shows we putting out in UPK. So good information. If anyone wants to be a trooper in the school, start wearing all black. All black. It's boots, shirt, pants, headband, and scarf with that imadium. Men of Israel, we're going to render one courteous salute to the teacher. Men of Israel, Amadu Shabbat, Amadium, Barak, Yahba Shem Yahshua, Yahba Shem, Yada Matat, Sar and the sisters. We'll give one courage to the sisters online or whatever. Men of Israel, Amadu Shabbat, Amadium, Barak, Shema Taba Shem Yahshua, Yada Matat, class dismissed.
Nigga, I don't like him either. What has he done for us? 6 years or plus. All our leaders only care about in God we trust. But do they trust in God? It's all a facade. See through the mirage, diamonds in the cars. They got $1 million houses, have you seen ours? See, we get mesmerized and fail to recognize that they don't sympathize, cause now they living better lives. Cause they got some money, we see them as demigods. But they'll be sleeping in that same place when they're semi-5s. You ain't bigger than me, ain't God, ain't Christ, no father figure to me. You just another nigga to me. We breathe the same air, fuck if you richer than me.